Welcome back to Absolutely the Best Podcast, a work in progress. I'm Zach, and with me today are my good friends George and Michael.
Hey, that's not what it says in the notes.
You know, I don't say anything unless it's written in the notes, like this just now.
Yeah.
All written out.
Yeah, you're supposed to say that you're a big virgin and that we're stud muffins.
I'm the big virgin, and I'm here with the two stud muffins, George and Michael. This
Between
is
two stud muffins.
This is
That's
series
a
3,
podcast name.
episode 14, and I will not be thrown off track anymore. Today we are discussing Alien Romulus from August 16th, 2024. After we discuss the movie, we'll figure out where to place it in our AVPCU movie ranking and our mission to figure out which one is absolutely the best. This is a pretty good one. Nothing's going to top Alien, but this one's good. As a reminder, we assume the listener has seen the movie before, and of course, there will be spoilers. And I feel like if you've seen the other Alien movies, how much of this can really be spoiled? It's another Alien movie, but I think it's worth watching.
Does Alien have a recent movie like Prey that actually brings it up?
No.
Brings the series up to its former glory?
I mean, I don't want to jump right into ranking, but I'm having trouble placing this one.
Yeah.
It's not Prey level. Well, also Alien never got as bad as the Predator. Stuff, so
yeah,
they're totally different graphs.
Yeah,
totally different charts there.
This I'm shocked, honestly, about the disparity in quality of these series. Like, I was not expecting this when we started this project.
Yeah. I mean, that's mainly the fault of Predator 2, Predators, and the Predator.
Oof.
So, who wants to go foist on the movie memories?
I'll go first.
Go ahead.
I mean, did this one come out streaming the same time, or did it even come out in theaters?
It was in theaters. I saw it in theaters.
Okay, because I definitely watched it like early, but it was on streaming. And I liked it. And that was the first time that I watched it. And I was just as happy with it when I rewatched it. So the same stuff that I thought was cool the first time, I thought was cool this time.
Yeah. I don't really have too many memories. I mean, I remember seeing it on streaming. I definitely did not see it in the theater. I wish I'd seen it in the theater because I remember looking forward to it and hoping and praying that it was better than the last two Alien movies that we saw. What I do remember liking Andy as an android, and I do remember liking the kills and actually seeing acid work on a human being for once. Though it seemed to be kind of hit or miss, like whether or not it was acid blood
It's a great acid on a human being scene, if we're talking about the same thing.
Yeah. And man, that character couldn't have died fast enough.
Yeah. I know, he's such a dick. So I did see it in the theater, as is evidence from my Alien Romulus cup.
Oh, wow.
Cool. It's got, there it says Alien Romulus, and it's got green acid in it. Not real acid, I don't think. But I liked it. It was good. I remember thinking it kind of went off the rails a little bit at the end. And then when I rewatched it, I kind of didn't like it that much when I rewatched it, when it first hit streaming. But I don't know what my problem was then, because I rewatched it twice now, once with once regular and once with the commentary by Fede Alvarez, which was very worthwhile and great. I like it even more each time I watch it. Good movie. Can't wait to talk about it. Alien Romulus is the 14th movie in our AVPCU movie series, directed by Fede Alvarez. He did the 2013 Evil Dead remake, which was good. He did Don't Breathe, which is not bad. Girl in the Spider's Web, I don't think I saw that. Don't Breathe 2, which I did not see. Can't imagine that is any good. And Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2022, I also did not see that. I thought it was the one from 2013 with Alexandra Daddario. That one's just called Texas Chainsaw. But apparently they're both really bad. I did start to watch that Texas Chainsaw one because of Alexandra Daddario. Wasn't worth it. Stopped watching.
I would have watched it for her.
But that one's not Fede Alvarez, just to be clear.
I don't know. What was Evil Dead before this or after this? Evil Dead Rise.
The first remake was before. It's 2013.
No,
well before. I think that was like the first thing he did.
Oh, he did the first remake. He didn't do Rise.
No, I didn't like Rise.
All right. Okay. I was gonna say, I thought he did Rise, and I was like, I don't know why he botched up Rise so much, but the Evil Dead remake was great.
Yeah, totally agree. It's 2013 one, really good.
Yeah.
Rise, I don't know, man. It was just like they were trying too hard.
They were trying too hard. It was too dark. And then when I was watching this one, I was like, oh, this is pretty dark, but you can still tell what's going on.
Yep. Yeah, man, this movie was made really well.
Yeah.
I really like this.
Yeah, Fede Alvarez is a great director.
Yep.
And whoever's his like photographer or whatever.
Yeah. Yep. Also very good. I should have written that one down. I should also always mention the cinematographer. I feel like they never get enough credit.
Yeah, that's true. And like, this is just one of those that every shot is so nice to look at. This is a too long movie, but it doesn't feel like it's too long.
Agreed. Yeah. I think I have a very similar note later on. It was written by Fede Alvarez and Rodo Sayaguez. I don't know I'm sure I'm not pronouncing that properly. Pretty much the same credits as Fede Alvarez for the other writer. They seem to work together all the time. The main cast, pretty small cast actually. We have Kaylee Spaney as Marie Rains Carradine. She just goes by Rain. She's the main protagonist. I like her. She's definitely not the Ripley character, but definitely way better than what's her name, Catherine Waterton, something like that. That was in
the last one.
In Alien Covenant, where she was just a wet rag the entire time.
Yes.
So I like Kaylee Spaney here, though. This is easily the best thing she's been in, though. She did Pacific Rim Uprising, Civil War.
Pacific Rim Uprising was great. You didn't like it?
Okay, I thought you were serious for a second.
I just know how much you have a very deep-seated hate for that franchise. I didn't even bother
with Uprising. I watched the first one, didn't like it. That was enough. What? But I've heard bad things about the other ones. She was in Civil War, which isn't bad, but this is a lot better. That show Devs, which had potential, but then kind of crapped out. And she was in Mayor of Easttown, which was a show on HBO. That's actually pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
Again,
that's the one where people tried to do Philadelphia accents and mostly failed miserably.
Some real weird accents in that show. Yeah. David Johnson plays Andy the android. You got to have an android in an alien movie. George, I know you said you liked him. I found him to be a little bit annoying. Just sometimes.
Oh, he's definitely annoying.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's really good in The Long Walk, and I don't think I've seen him in anything else that he's done. Archie Renault plays Tyler Harrison. That's Rain's ex-boyfriend. The only other thing I recognize that he was in is Morbius, and I'm not going to watch that.
Oh, that was her. I was confused what their relationship was. I didn't realize that was her ex-boyfriend.
I think they say something like that at one point, but I forget.
I thought they did a really good job of explaining that that's what the situation was.
Then Kay was his sister?
Yes.
Kay is Tyler's sister, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Did you think they were dating?
I thought, because she got knocked up and I wasn't sure if it was Bjorn or Tyler that knocked her up.
I'm sure it was Bjorn, because she says some asshole.
Yeah, it definitely
but
was.
Bjorn's such a fucking idiot.
And why did she not have a British accent, but he did and the cousin did? It like
I'm guessing because you probably can't do a British accent. But that's
And
a good point. I didn't even pick up on that.
And I couldn't tell if the cousin, the one that I hated the most,
Yeah, Bjorn.
I don't know if that was a real accent or if it was just somebody doing the absolute worst like impression.
It reminds me of the accents in like Attack the Block, where it's like super heavy British, I don't know, Cockney accent. I don't some sort of street thug accent.
It's
I don't
the
know.
British accent that people who don't know how to do a British accent do. Oi, gov.
yes. Well, it works for me. I don't know. Like, I don't know any better. Our British listeners can write in and tell us how terrible his accent was.
I don't even know if it's real or not. Like, that's the thing. I don't know if people do that accent because that's the real accent or if it's just the easiest one to do. But either way, I hated that character and I thought he was annoying.
Yeah, he's a dick. Yes, that was Spike Fearn as Bjorn. Oh, he was just a vandal in the Batman, and that's the only credit that I recognized a movie that he was in. Isabella Merced as Kay Harrison. George and I have discussed her plenty when we talked about the Last of Us show, and I think Colby, you did too when we covered James Gunn's Superman. But suffice it to say, we're a pro Isabella Merced podcast, despite the claim that maybe she can't do a British accent.
I feel like this was her audition tape for Hawk Girl. She screamed
that was a very good
movie.
Scream.
Yep.
Yeah.
And last we have Aileen Wu as Navarro. This is all she's done besides a few shorts, and I'd like to see her do more.
Yeah.
She was good in this.
Yeah, she's really good. I thought she was the one that was in that, or maybe they just modeled her. Speaking of The Last of Us, the who makes The Last of Us games?
Naughty Dog?
Is that Naughty Dog? Yeah.
Actually, that might be
Their new game stars an Asian lady with a shaved head, like in a spaceship. And I was like, oh, wow, I wonder if that was her. So that's why I looked her up.
It could be. I usually just stick to movies that I've seen.
Yeah, I don't think it was.
I've heard of,
but I was like, maybe they modeled her after that because she was cool and she was the pilot, and I wished they didn't kill her first.
Yeah,
she was a great pilot too.
Yeah, Bjorn should have gone first.
Yeah,
but she's got a cool death.
She has a really cool death. That again in this movie, the sound design is perfection.
I mean they paid attention to all the details here. So let's get into the main discussion. The opening scene, I immediately was in love because of all the computer monitors and the sounds that are very much like the first Alien movie. I have in my notes Chef's Kiss, but you just did that.
I just did it. Ha ha ha.
But then like you could see on one of the CRTs the text Mother 9001, something about Zeta Reticuli, and then some Weyland-Yutani crew find the wreckage of the Nostromo. If I'm picking nits, wouldn't it have been vaporized? Like there shouldn't be anything left of the Nostromo, or at the very least, everything's like blown. Like I don't know.
Yeah, like everything was orbiting together, right?
Apart. Yeah, it was all kind of clustered, but whatever. Totally forgivable because the movie's awesome. They scoop up what looks like an asteroid, and then they cut it open. I don't know, back at Weyland-Yutani or some ship or whatever. I think they took Colby's notes on the laser here because they don't spend 5 minutes showing them cutting it open. Then there's the xenomorph inside, which I think it's supposed to be the one from the end of Alien. Hence the reason they find the Nostromo. And then I guess they can just cocoon themselves or something. I don't know. That wasn't clear to me, but I also didn't really care.
There goes my science question for you then.
Yeah, no.
Can a xenomorph cocoon itself?
Well, how did because it died it quote unquote died at the end of Alien by getting blasted in the, what do you call it? That
in the engine,
the airlock,
the engine thing.
Oh no, it was they did get engine.
It gets blasted by the engine. Yeah. But
Yeah.
you never see it fly apart. It just kind of like it obviously just falls down whatever set that they're filming
Right.
on. But it definitely, got blasted away. And then I think I read somewhere, maybe Fede Alvarez said something about like, oh, they can cocoon themselves to protect themselves. Like, whatever. I mean, they're hard to kill anyways.
They do say something in the movie about how they can survive, in the
Without
vacuum
food.
of space and in the cold and whatever.
It didn't have to DNA back to parts. And
it didn't need to. You didn't need the commentary to know what happened because it said it in the movie. Thank you, Alien Romulus.
Then it's time for our main character, Rain, to get up and go to work in the colonies. It's like a mining colony, I guess.
I do appreciate this long armpit shot that we have in the very beginning of this when she's waking up. I was like, all right, I'm in.
Yeah.
Somehow I kind of knew you were going to zero in on that. Because I saw it and I was like, this is going to get a comment.
Yeah. You guys know me too well.
We've been at this for a little bit.
Yeah.
There's good world building here, though. Jackson.
I love this. I love seeing the planet and like how fucked up everything is. How
everything sucks.
Like the Weyland-Yutani, bigwigs are sitting pretty in there because we know what they're doing, but we never get to see sort of the regular people. So seeing this, like everybody hoveled together and, she goes to request some leave because she put in her hours and they're like, no, there's not enough people because too many people died. So you got to work another, 120,000 hours or whatever.
Yeah, it's going to be like another 5 or 6 years, I think. And then, they're just going to do it again.
It's so good. It's so good the way that they do this.
Yeah. Just covering a couple of things I skipped over here. One, Andy, the android, is with her. It's kind of her brother. That's explained later. But he's got one directive. It's to do what's best for Rain. That's how her dad programmed him. One of the Easter eggs, we'll say, that was in here that I was like, why did they have to do that? They put the little drinky bird thing in there. I'm like, we don't need it.
No, I disagree. I love seeing the drinky bird. I just played Alien Isolation again. The drinky bird's in that. I enjoyed seeing the drinky bird here. I like seeing the drinky bird.
All right. If there's an audience for it, I just thought it was completely unnecessary.
Oh, it's unnecessary.
I know what to get Michael for his birthday.
But I like to see it.
Yeah. So while she was in the office trying to see if she could leave for Yavaga, Andy was outside. He gets beat up by some kids, which makes him jizz out of his ear a little bit. So Rain needs to reset him. Then she gets a call from her ex, Tyler, and he's like, you up, come on over.
That was one of the things that annoyed me about Andy is for a mining droid, he is super fragile. Like he gets nudged to the corner he gets elbowed in one direction and he just kind of loses it and does the whole.
That his backstory was that he was to be decommissioned because he was faulty for whatever reason, and then Rain's dad saved him and was like, "Now he's your protector" or whatever. So it makes sense to me that he would be all glitchy.
Yeah,
and I think that they use it to good effect here too. And I appreciate the expedience with which that they get to the main plot. Rain and Andy, they go see Tyler, who's got his sister and some friends with him, Bjorn and Navarro. And really cool sets on their way there too. I think a lot of that is practical. Obviously, there's some amount of CG and a lot of compositing going on, but it looks great. It's kind of like Blade Runner, but obviously not as city-like. But it's the same kind of just shitty place to live.
It definitely has a Ridley Scott level of filth.
That's a great way of putting it.
Filthy.
Yes.
Lived.
Yes, it is lived in for sure. So the deal is that there's a decommissioned Wei-Yu station. Sorry, they always say Weyland-Yutani, and I started saying Wei-Yu. Or they always say Wei-Yu for Weyland-Yutani. I'm just trying to be cool like Bjorn. So there's a decommissioned Wei-Yu station in orbit above them. They're going to break into it, take the cryopods, and then use those to make the trip to Yavaga themselves. So basically just fuck off Weyland-Yutani. They're going to do it themselves. P.S. They need Andy to interact with the mother computer, and that's the reason that Rain and Andy got the call, basically. And they nailed the look of this movie when they are preparing to take off, like all the ship interior design, all of it is perfect. That carries throughout the movie. I'm going to try not to say that every 5 minutes, but everything about this movie, they have perfected the design. They didn't do anything like in Prometheus and Covenant where the technology is so much further ahead for a prequel. By the way, did we say where this? I think we kind of implied that this is after Alien, but before Aliens. I'm not sure how far after Alien, but it's something like 70 years before Aliens.
Yes, I do think it's... No, I think it's 50 years. I think they say 50.
Before Aliens?
Yeah. Okay. They say it's 50 years before Aliens in this movie?
No, I think they say it's 50... They discovered Ripley's...
Oh, okay.
They discovered the Nostromo after 50 years.
Okay, and then it could be 70 until Alien says. I think 120 is about right between movies, but I could be wrong on that. So they take off. They quickly get to the Renaissance space station. It was not clear to me at all that was the name of it. Did you guys know it was called the Renaissance? I thought it was
Romulus and Remus.
Yeah.
Well, so there's a Romulus side and there's a Remus side, but it's called the Renaissance space station for some reason.
I did not know that.
Yeah, and then I was like, well, why didn't they call it Alien Remus? And then I was like, ooh, that's why.
Yeah.
Say it out loud.
Yeah.
Ew, that's why.
I just had to say it out loud.
Yeah.
Really cool shot when they first break through the clouds and you see like how stormy the planet is beneath them. And then you see all the rings around the planet, which is LV 410. I don't think they actually say that. I think I read that somewhere. I loved the rings around this planet. They focus on them so much. It's done really well. There's the small matter of the space station drifting towards those rings. And Tyler says there's about 36 hours before it crashes. No need to worry. They're going to be in and out in 30 minutes. Everything's going to go smoothly. I'm pretty sure they dock on the Remus side. And again, great effects. I don't know how much of this is CGI, but I believe you if you told me that none of it was. And according to the commentary, actually, most of it is practical effects. A lot of it, if there is CGI, it's kind of just touching things up.
Yeah, the docking did look like a model.
Yeah, but I like that.
Yeah. Oh, no, it's great. Yeah, I
versus
prefer
CGI.
that.
Yeah. Tyler has some temperature reading device to find the cryo fuel. So he and Bjorn put on respirators. They take Andy to gain access. Love the iris opening for them to walk into the tunnel just like an alien. That was great. I don't even want to call that a callback. Like it's just being consistent, right?
Yeah.
And then we get the gravity generator periodic purge thing. I thought that was great. What did you guys? I thought it was an interesting twist. Did you guys like that?
I mean, whatever. I was like, I don't know that this would be a real thing, but also I knew that it was going to come back in a way that is so awesome. So I'm like, and also we get to see, what did you say his name was? Bjorn get absolutely fucked, which is so.
I did laugh. I laughed at that. Not just because he falls hard, but also he says that he fractured his asshole.
Yes. I fractured my asshole.
Yeah, he did get But so like the gravity systems are off, but even when they're off, they purge now and then. It just causes you to have gravity for a couple of seconds or whatever. So that keeps happening over and over again. I think it's cool. They don't explain it beyond that. That's perfect. It's impossible. I can let it go. Don't try to make it make sense.
I think we discovered Zach's like science thing. If you just say, this happens, that's fine. If you say this happens, this is why, now we're going to have a problem.
That is exactly correct. Yes.
Though in the Predators, you really had a. I mean, I guess it was hard not to have a problem with all those planets in the sky.
Oh,
that was just
that
kicking
was
you in the
just
face with stupidity.
that one was just bad. So Andy gets everything online, including stable gravity. And when they find the cryofuel, there's only enough for 3 years. And Bjorn bitches about it taking 9 years to get to Ivaga. And I could have sworn that Rain had said it took 7 before.
I only remember 9.
Okay.
I don't remember. Yeah.
I just must have misremembered. So it's probably going to be a little bit more than 30 minutes for them to be in and out. But Ty Guy is a quick thinker, and he uses his little thermo apparatus to determine that there's more cryofuel on the ship. But they also need cryopods. So first he ejects an escape pod for Navarro to pick up in the Corbellin. That's the name of their ship. We didn't mention that already. She does catch it. As you said, she's a great pilot.
Sorry, did you say that was there any director commentary or anything on this that you had watched?
Oh, yeah, I watched the director commentary. That's really
was there
good.
anything to the Corbellin name or?
No, not that he said, and I forgot to look into it, but it is kind of a weird name. I don't know. We get the story of how Bjorn's mom was trapped in a mine, and an android sacrificed 3 miners, including his mom, to save a dozen. And so now he hates androids and is a total dick to Andy, which, I mean, it kind of makes sense. Like, you don't have to be happy about it, but like, it wasn't Andy.
Yeah.
Right. And it does make sense. A person would have made the same choice, I think, but also we need different characters. So he's the dick character, and there we go.
I have one problem with this movie. It is the dead meats are all just dicks. Like, they do the horror movie tropes of, dick. Yeah, I don't know. I wish they would make you care a little bit more about these characters so that you're sad when they die. Not like, oh, good, this guy got melted by acid. Awesome.
Yeah, it's fine. I mean, it's fine for 1 or 2 characters, but like none of them are really that likable.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like Kay was probably the most likable besides Rain and Andy.
Yeah.
And
Tyler wasn't that bad. He seemed to be
we hardly knew him.
We hardly know any of these people. And Navarro seemed like the coolest one, and then they off her first.
Yep.
What got me was that Bjorn was so extra. I mean, I get why he was mean to Andy because they explain it, but that he was just so mean to a thing that the entire mission kind of hinged on.
Yeah. Well, I think it's pretty clear that he's not that smart. He doesn't really think things through. He also lets it slip that Andy will not be going to Ivaga because while no human is illegal, unfortunately, androids are. It is good motivation for Andy later to look out for himself when he gets that upgrade. But for now, he's still on the do what's best for Rain train. Navarro redocks the Corellin just as the 3 boys find the Romulus lab. What did you think about the misdirect here with the Bjorn with the cattle prod kind of threatening Andy, and Andy grabs him and keeps him from
pretty good
backing up into an acid hole?
Yeah.
I like that. That was cool.
I liked it.
It was also, because I feel like they kind of did this in Aliens where they're like, whoa, check out the size of that hole. And this was better than just like, hey, there's a big hole here. Where do you think that's from? So I think this was a clever way of dealing with that. So yeah, there's a big acid hole, and above that there's a dead xenomorph. So that's clearly where all the acid came from. And they find the remains of another synth. More info on that in a bit, but they find the jackpot of cryofuel further inside. Things take a turn for the worse when they try to take some of the fuel. Bjorn freezes some fingers. Could have used a good finger shattering. That would have been nice, especially for Bjorn.
I would have loved to have seen a shatter. You can't put the cryofuel and freeze a part of a human body and then not use the cryofuel.
They don't use it at all. Oh, they use it in a little bit to freeze the tail of the thing.
Yeah. But
yeah, that's it. Okay.
You need a death with it.
Yeah. Or at least a lost appendage or something.
Yeah.
It would have been cool if like some of his fingers shattered and then the other 3 melted off from the acid earlier.
Yeah, it doesn't really come back. It's just like, oh, I got these fingers frozen. They thaw out and
He
he's
walks it off.
fine.
He walks it off. He's fine.
It's very strange.
So anyways, once they take some of the cryo fuel, the room they're in locks down, some alarms go off, and Andy doesn't have the clearance to open it. You need a science officer clearance or something. So Navarro and Rain go to help, and good movie making. Nobody's doing stupid shit just for the sake of moving the plot along. You know, it makes sense that they're going to go help. Pretty sure this mostly holds up for the rest of the movie too. Nobody does anything too stupid just for the sake of killing someone or putting them in danger. I really like the reveal of the face hugger pouches here too. It makes sense. I guess they're engineered, so we're not putting them in a bunch of eggs, right? But they just have like these pouches, and I think in the commentary he calls them cryo frames, so they are still frozen in these things. They're like vacuum sealed.
Yeah,
and I guess that they were 3D printed organic matter face huggers.
That was a great idea for them to do.
Yep, and you pack so many in there, and it doesn't look like dangerous, right? Like a bunch of eggs would. So the room starts to heat up to thaw them out, and then we get our first glimpse of Chekhov's X-ray torch, something that Navarro picks up, and she's just like, "Cool, you can see through it."
It does look really cool, like the way that her bones bend inside of there,
yep. And you can see the muscle.
Yeah,
striations.
It looks awesome.
Really, really cool effect. Yep. Yeah, but it's the X-ray torch meaning flashlight, for those not familiar with the British colloquialism. Just some more British for you. Meanwhile, there's a pretty ineffective jump scare, I thought, when Rain is digging the chip out of the supposedly dead deactivated synth and it spazzes out. I don't like jump scares in general, but especially when it's like, this is supposed to scare you, and it doesn't work. You don't get a good look yet either, but you find out later it does look just like Ash from Alien. It's the same actor. It's Ian Holm, which like not that much CGI actually. They made a puppet essentially. They do use CGI to improve it some, but all right, we'll get to that. I specifically want to talk about that in a minute.
Okay.
But they get this little tiny disc out of his neck, and that's going to give Andy the clearance. So they get the door to that lab is open enough where they can pass things through. They give
now something's stuck in the door. That happens when the door closes.
Right. But it's still open enough to reach through. Yeah. And then so they give the disc to Bjorn or Tyler or whatever. They put it in Andy's neck. And then he takes a long time to reboot. And during that time, a bunch of face huggers hatch out of their pouches. Bjorn almost gets face fucked. Man, that thing is just like, it's like poking around his mouth. That's pretty great.
Really
love that.
These face huggers are so cool.
Yeah. And one gets just the tip in on Tyler. That's pretty great.
Normally the face huggers aren't like the danger, but the way they make these things move and the fact that there's like a swarm of them, really, really effective.
And again, practical effects. They've made a bunch of them. Some of them are just like rubber things to throw across the room or drag through the water. Some of them are remote controlled little robots. It works, man. They did great on this.
Yeah. I think you're talking me up already.
So it's also kind of funny when Bjorn tases the face hugger, but it's on Tyler. So Tyler also gets tased. And then finally, Andy reboots. He's kind of a badass now. And they all get out, but so does a face hugger. And Navarro ends up getting fully face fucked. It's really cool when all the face hugger fingers are sticking through the crack on the door and then breaks the window. They all come running out. It's great buildup of tension. And round of applause for a full face hugger sequence. Like it chokes her. She's unconscious. It's breathing for her. It's not this immaculate conception that happened with Lope.
You see the air sacs working. And I would like to say about the tasing, I was thrilled because so rarely do they use a taser on something that's touching something else and it affects the person that it's on. I was like, hell yeah, little detail that
Yep.
really worked for me.
Totally.
I think one thing that kind of bugged me about the whole Andy upgrade thing is that's not how software upgrades work. Like, if you,
How do you know? That's how they work in the future.
I mean, yeah, maybe in the future it works where you can take like really old defective equipment and then a software upgrade just completely rewires or
I
changes
thought
everything. I don't know.
I took it as just like clearance codes. And so it was like unlocking features that Andy wasn't able to use because of how Rain's dad programmed her. Again, I get it. Like
Yeah,
there's a decade or so of technology differences between Rook and Andy.
and
So it
Andy.
shouldn't work, but
I
for me, it was good enough.
I thought of it
Yeah, I
as
was fine with it.
putting part of Rook into Andy. Like I thought that part of him that did that stuff was Rook.
I could see that too. Yeah. Which part of Rook do you want to see go into Andy?
Eh.
Andy posits that the wrecked synth might know how to help Navarro, so they get him fired up. He spews a lot of cum, which is always appreciated. So this is where I had it in my notes, like, what do you think about Rook being Ian Holm?
It's unnecessary. And the puppet is an obvious, like, puppet body with somebody's head sticking out of the console of the computer. Like, the CGI,
Just like an alien.
I think, actually looks pretty good, but, like, the puppet part looks terrible.
See, I liked it because he's all fucked up. He's going to be janky.
Yeah. No, he's going to be janky, but I don't know. There was just something off-putting about the way that just a guy's head sticking through the console. You know, it reminded me of an Alien when they picked up Ash's head
Yes.
and set it down. And then it was like mannequin head, bunk. Now it's a real
human head.
person talking.
I think the whole thing is a doll or a puppet or whatever. I don't think it is somebody's head sticking through.
Really?
And I think when they
I thought it wasn't.
I think when they do a close up, they're using CGI to make it look a little more, which they probably shouldn't have done. They probably should have just let it be janky.
Mhm.
But I
know.
liked it a lot. I remember seeing it in the theater and be like, oh shit, it's Ian Holm. It made sense to me. I have more of a problem with his name being Rook.
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense.
Strange.
Like, Bishop is Lance Henriksen.
Lance Henriksen,
right? And
yeah.
Ash is just a regular name,
Mhm.
So I feel like he should have been like Ryder or something. I don't know.
Well, I thought Rook was the whole thing was like a mask that modeled from Ian Holm, not Ian Holm at all.
Oh, well, he's dead. It's definitely not him. But
Yeah. Yeah.
That was
I totally
I think
forgot
that's what
about
a
that
lot
part.
of people had trouble with, was that like,
Yeah.
oh, they're using this dead actor's likeness. Like, well, his wife signed off on it.
Yeah.
And she said that he would have been honored, and I'm going to take her word for it. So that didn't bother me at all.
No.
Yeah.
It just, I think you're right. If it would have just been the puppet, it probably would have bothered me less. If it just would have looked like a fucked up android.
Right. Like Lance Henriksen in Alien 3.
Yeah.
He's in bad shape. Anyways, Rook basically says that they can't help Navarro. They should run. And he's right, but they're not going to do that because we got a movie going on here. And so he says, you better kill her, which they also won't do. But I think this went right over my head the first couple times that I watched it. He says, and I quote, the parasitoid is implanting the plagiaris prepotens in her. And I don't know what at least 3 of those words are.
I didn't know what any of them meant.
Made up
except for the
sci-fi
parasitoid.
Yeah, basically, she's going to have a chest burster in her. He says the mutagen will amalgamate with her DNA and grow out of her. And then he gestures towards the dead xenomorph hanging from the hole in the ceiling. And then Rick gives a little backstory on the xenomorph. 2 decades ago, there was 20 years. Did you say 50?
I
before
thought they said 50, but
I don't know. My notes could be wrong. But my notes, I say 2 decades ago on the Nostromo, one survivor who blasted. Oh, 2 decades. No, it
It's
couldn't
2
be
decades
longer.
after Alien,
Right.
but I think it is still 50 before Aliens.
Okay, maybe that's it. And there's only 70 between the two. 70 sticks out in my head for some reason. So that would make sense. It was 70 years between. None of this fucking matters. So one survivor on the Nostromo blasted the xenomorph out of the airlock. Weyland Yutani looked for the xenomorph and they found it 170 days ago, and that was the opening sequence. Now, back to Navarro. New plan. They're going to freeze the base of the facehugger tail so it can't choke her. That works. And man, when they pulled that facehugger off of her, it's like its dong was way down her throat. That was a really good effect. I forget how they said they did that, but it was again a practical effect. Like obviously it was probably just like next to her mouth, right? Obviously it wasn't really.
Or maybe she's able to do that.
That's why she got the part.
Yeah.
But that was really cool. I mean, there's a lot that came out.
Yeah, it looks really gross.
Rook gives her 60-40 odds that it's too late. And at his suggestion, Andy says that they shouldn't bring Navarro back on the ship, which earns him a tasing from Bjorn, who calls him a bitch as well. Rain doesn't quite get Andy rebooted in time to stop Bjorn and Navarro from taking the Corbellin. And this is a nice little sequence. I like this. Navarro, she's like, when she gets on the ship, she's like trying to shake it off, right? And then she does the X-ray torch thing on her back, and you see something alive in her chest. That's really cool. And just a phenomenal chest burst. And it looks, it is brutal.
I mean, the thickness of the flesh and bone that comes out, but also again, the sound design is so important in a chest burst. It was the only good thing about Alien versus Predator was the sound design on those chest bursts, and this one may have been better.
Yeah,
it is so wet and so chunky.
It's great, man. And that's it's just like not a prosthesis, but they built like a model of her body, right? And then she's standing up beneath the floor with her head sticking out, acting. But man, it looks good.
Yeah, I really appreciate it. Speaking of wet and chunky, like I really appreciate like the membranes and stuff that it was coming, that was just slowing off as it was coming out. That was pretty cool.
That's great. I love that. In the commotion, the ship crashes into the station a few times and then kind of conveniently crashes like into the station.
Very conveniently.
On the other side. And when those bay doors close, because like everything's getting sucked out into space, you can feel the weight of those doors closing. It's done really well, man. Great set design. Yep. So all that knocking about caused the station to move towards the asteroid belt more rapidly now, and they only have 47 minutes to get the fuck out of there. We get a quick scene with Rook crawling around like some kind of cum snail. He's checking the status of compound Z01, and everything seems fine with that. Then Tyler says that they need to find a way to cross to the Romulus module to get to the crashed Corbellin. So while he and Rain get cock-blocked by a room full of facehuggers, Andy ditches them to have a chat with his cum brother. And it turns out Andy has a new directive, which is to finish Weyland Yutani's mission. We don't get to see the rest of that conversation, but we do see Andy finally go to help Rain and Tyler. Rook must have given him some details on the creatures, though, because Andy knows that the facehuggers are blind and they hunt based on sound and heat signature. And then obviously Rain has seen the movie Sneakers because she suggests raising the room temperature to body temperature so they can be invisible. Andy gives the meat bags the rundown. Stay calm, cool, and quiet. And don't spike your body temperature with stress. So pretty cool dead body that Rain bumps into as well. It's like, I don't know what happened. Probably got mouth chomped by a xenomorph, but like the back of his head is just gone. Yeah. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
That looks really good. And this is where I started to notice, I noticed it in the first scene, but this is where I started to notice that the score to this movie doesn't sound like an Alien score. It sounds like a Star Wars score. This is very John Williams-y, big orchestra music. And then that's when I noticed that Rain is costumed and looks a lot like Rey from those Star Wars sequels.
Is that what you were asking about in the Discord? Okay. No, I had not noticed that. That's interesting. Rain.
And I don't know what it was, but like her hair is the same. She has that same sort of like tank top thing with like armbands.
Yeah.
She sort of looks the same. Yes.
Yeah, her facial features are very similar.
And it's a very Star Wars-y music. And I'm like, is this on purpose or?
Yeah, that's weird. I didn't say anything about that in the commentary, but
Rey was a scavenger.
Yeah,
I could use
scavengers.
Yeah. I'd be all right with a horror movie Star Wars.
Yeah, it worked. Like when I noticed it, I was like, is this like, could this take place in the Star Wars universe? And it sort of could have.
Why not? It wouldn't be the dumbest thing that they've done.
Not by a long shot. This is Rey's long lost sister, Rain.
They both have British accents, right?
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
There you go.
Does Rain have a British accent?
Rain?
She has an accent of some sort.
Yeah, maybe she didn't.
Yeah.
She had a Mayor of Easttown accent.
So meanwhile, Kay regains consciousness on the Corbellin and starts wandering about. She finds a molted chestburster skin, and
which is like bad news.
Yeah, it's very bad news. And it's right under this giant vagina cocoon. But that's new, right? We haven't seen a cocoon like that before.
Oh, hi. Yeah. Oh, hey, it's me, H.R. Giger. I was long dead by the time that this movie came out, but I would like to say that I really enjoy. I have made paintings of a wall of women's butts with penises going into them, and I have not designed anything quite so vulgar as this egg with the vagina on
it. Yeah, that's totally fair.
It's such a vagina.
I like that better though than like the other the alternative, which was like chestbursters just grow as they run around, right?
Yes.
So this one, this one makes the vagina cocoon. Bjorn finds her. I don't even know what happened to him. I lost track of him, but regardless, he gives the vagina cocoon a good tasering and then sticks around way too long like an idiot.
He sticks that probe into that vagina. I was like, that's when I was like, oh, Giger needs to come back for this because this is sick. This is... If a Republican senator would have watched this, he would have tried to get this banned because this is pornography. The way he sticks that taser into that vagina egg.
And just keeps going at it too.
Yeah.
So he sticks around too long, and then he gets poked in the eye and drizzled with acid, which is just the best. The best.
So
like
painful.
Fingers dissolving in front of his face.
The fingers dissolving, the chest hole opening, the eye like melting out of his skull. So
it was
good.
All really, really good.
What was that last bit of explosion that happened though? Like that, like what burst that like splashed out of his chest? Was it just one of his organs imploding?
Oh, I think the tail of the xenomorph, after it poked him in the eye, I think it just gave him the old reach around right through his chest. And the cocoon is like undulating. It's like having contractions, right?
Yeah.
And then to Giger's credit, it's the most, in my opinion, the most beautiful xenomorph that is like it just craps right out of there. It is exactly like Necronom 4, which is what the Xenomorph was based on. It's perfect.
Yeah,
I love that one.
The Xenomorphs in this movie are perfect. The face huggers are beautiful. The horror elements of this, even the thing that we'll get to later that could have gotten cut out of the movie, is so good.
I wonder. All right. Well, we'll get to that.
Were you talking about like a difference between the Xenomorphs in our Discord the other week or something? I remember you mentioning that there's a distinct difference between like the Xenomorphs in like Alien versus like this one versus like the ones that got 3D printed.
The only thing that I recall recently was the ones in Alien Covenant that look exactly like every other Xenomorph, but somehow it's a protomorph or something. It's not the same thing. I don't know. That was stupid. Anyways, Kate takes a bad fall in her haste to escape. And then I guess because she was on the Space CB radio with Tyler, he stresses out. And then the face huggers start attacking him and Rain because they're still trying to get through that room. Pretty smart move, though. Tyler throws the flare as a decoy. I like that. And then Andy has pretty good timing shutting the door where Tyler has to like slide and barely gets through. And I think Rain gets mad at him, right? She's like, "You don't shut the door." And he's like, "I timed it perfectly."
Yeah.
He did.
Yes.
So Tyler, Rain, and Andy find Kay, but she's behind a door that Andy refuses to open because there's an alien behind her. Again, he's right. It would take way too long to close the door. So she gets nabbed. Notably, it doesn't look fatal.
This poor lady.
She's having a rough time.
Man. And for a little bit.
And she's pregnant.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we skipped over the part where she had morning sickness.
Yeah. And that was
and she tells Rain.
Again, really good barf. Like, that was a good barf. It usually...
She missed the toilet.
It's usually just one of those things where when somebody barfs in a movie, it's coming out of a tube, so it's tube shaped.
Right.
But this is a barf all over the place. Very good barf. Anyway, yes, she's pregnant and she gets fucked up. And at one point I was like, is this our Ripley? Are we going to kill Rain? And this is going to be our survivor? That would be amazing. That would have been the only thing that would have put this movie into a tier that it's not in.
Yeah, that's like the what do they call that? Like in Psycho when like the main character, the Hitchcock switch or something. That would have been really cool. Now I'm kind of bummed.
Yeah.
So where was I? They find Kay. Andy won't let her through. She gets taken. Rain asks Andy what his directive is, and he's got a new one. It's to do what's best for the company. So now she's going to need to remove that module, but I don't know why she said that out loud, because there's no way he's going to let her. I did not see this. This is what I thought you were going to mention, Colby. So I'm guessing you guys did not see this either. In the commentary, in this scene, supposedly the Narcissus, which is the escape shuttle from the first Alien movie, the Nostromo. Supposedly the Narcissus is in the background.
Oh,
right.
No,
just floating there.
No, just like it's there. Like they had found, not only did they find the alien, supposedly they also found the Narcissus, which has Ripley inside.
Ripley, yeah.
Which I don't like that at all. Apparently the director did say that's what it is, but I mean, couldn't it have just been another escape shuttle? Like, I'm sure it wasn't the only one. Like, they probably made a bunch of these ships and a bunch of these shuttles.
Especially since they found in Aliens, but in this one, it's definitely like destroyed. Everything inside of this space.
Supposedly you see the Narcissus get like ejected out or something, or like spun away at the end. Again, I didn't bother looking.
Okay.
I was like, I don't need this.
That's
we
fine.
don't need this unnecessary wrinkle.
Yeah, that's fine, but it's silly.
Yeah. Yep. So nobody knows. I looked for it. I don't know what the fuck they're talking about, but it's fine. So they take a cool little tram to do a thing so Andy can complete his task. he says that when he's done, Rain and Tyler are free to go to Yavaga and he'll return to the mining colony. No reason to not believe that.
Yeah.
So they go to the Romulus beta lab. There's a cool black goop lava lamp thing happening there. I like that. Tons of cool alien stuff. And the whole lab was set up to basically mutate humans to be better suited for space colonization, which is really about better profits for Weyland-Yutani.
Mm-hmm.
Rick talks about the perfect organism. He extracted the Prometheus black goop from the facehuggers that he engineered from the xenomorph DNA, which that's good. Stop right there. And they did. It's a better explanation than anything given in Prometheus and Covenant. Then he altered the black goop to be less deadly and more like a targeted mutagen kind of thing, I guess. And I like that he calls it, at first, he only ever refers to it as Z01 or Z01, but he does call it Prometheus Fire here at one point, which I thought was really cool. And I remember reading an article about the movie shortly after I saw it, and I've seen it elsewhere too, where people think it's Prometheus 5.
No.
And I'm like, why would, like, do you not know who Prometheus is? Like, I'm an idiot when it comes to that kind of stuff. I know who Prometheus is.
But he also mentions, what's his name? Weyland, and how Weyland died looking for it too, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Yes. As a matter of fact. Right. So anyways, he's basically reverse engineered all this stuff and creatures from it. That is the Z01 compound. It's basically a cure-all, kind of makes you super powered or whatever. And Andy's task is to get it back to the colony for further study. The major plot hole here for me is, like, why did Weyland-Yutani abandon this space station if this was on this? Surely they knew that it was on there, right? Although, wait a minute, now that I think about it, I think later on he says something like, after a certain amount of time, the headquarters will get my message and they'll come get this from the station. So maybe if that's like years, then I guess that makes sense.
Yeah. Not something I noticed.
And it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
They showed up super fast in Alien 3 when they got the message.
That's true too. But maybe they were hanging out nearby. I don't know. I don't know how far that planet is. You know, you keep your prison planets close, right? But so they show the part, it's just like on a screen where a rat got squished, but because it had the compound injected into it, it kind of like reanimates. And then later on it mutates. Phil Tippett did all that. It was all stop motion by Phil Tippett, which that was pretty cool.
That's pretty cool.
So they get some cool ass colonial marine style guns. I'm a little bothered by the aliens homage here with, like, don't worry, the safety's on and like all the training stuff, but it's not that bad.
It didn't take that long. It's one of those things that I think Fede Alvarez is better at than James Cameron, is explaining something and just letting it go. You have to let that shit go. Cameron does this thing where he has to explain something and then explain it some more and then show you how it works and then explain why it works. And that's why his movies fucking suck.
They're way too long. So just like in Aliens, they can't actually use the guns because of the acid blood, and they hope that the creatures view the guns as a threat. I don't know. It's fine, I guess.
It's fine, I guess.
If we didn't mention this already, I do love the shots of the station getting closer to the planetary rings. Like, all of that is so great.
It's really cool.
Yeah.
Then Tyler hears Kay in the tunnel that they need to get through to the lift that will take them to their ship. It's overgrown with all kinds of alien shit. Okay. So they can just build this kind of weird shit, right? That's been established. I guess that's what they build around themselves to cocoon themselves in space. I guess that explains my kind of complaint early on.
Just where does the matter come from, though?
Yeah, that's always going to be an issue.
If you're in space, that's my problem.
They're converting energy to matter. I don't know. Yeah. So he finds her almost cocooned, and they get her out of there. They break her free. Importantly, she has not been implanted yet, and Andy suspects it's because she's losing so much blood. And his suggestion is to inject her with the Z01 compound, or they could hurry up and put her in a cryopod, which is Rain's preference. Tyler gets got, and Andy bumps his head, so he's having a seizure.
Tyler gets got by the world's longest tail. How?
It's got to be like
That was
30
so
feet long.
It's so long.
It's a well-hung xenomorph.
And how strong do you have to be able to hook somebody from that far down with your tail and then be able to pull it up? Like, it makes the aliens scarier because of how strong they are, but also, what are they doing with those tails?
Whatever they want.
Reaming people.
How are they making it so long?
Well, he's got a fluffer
I have
off to the side.
to pick some nits. I
Those are
can't
the nits you're picking.
I can't just let this movie be perfect because it's not.
That's right. No, it's not, but it is really good.
It's really good.
When Tyler was having those aliens come at him, I was sort of confused why he didn't just shoot at the alien holding him so he could kind of fall down. Like, why did he? Like, he kept on like doing that whole like, you want some of this? You want some of this? And then he was doing it to the guys coming at him, but the alien holding him just was like, well, I guess I'm gonna munch on your brain now, and did the face punch thing because he was like right there. So I guess if I were him, I would have shot at the guy right next to me.
Well, he
Yeah,
knew.
I mean, I'm assuming he doesn't know that they could, mouth punches.
Yeah, I'm
him
assuming
open,
that
but-
he did realize that in this movie, acid blood matters because
Yeah,
it does.
that too.
Maybe.
So Rain gets Kay into the lift, sends her off with the compound, then goes back for Andy. She takes advantage of the opportunity to remove that disc from his neck. And I think Kay waits maybe like 4 seconds
Yeah.
after Rain leaves before she injects herself with the compound. Good motivation, though. I think she's worried about losing the baby.
Mhm.
And they really lean into the end of Aliens here with the part when Rain goes to get Andy. Then she does take out the module, resets him or whatever, so he's simple Andy again. And then I have a science gripe here. This is my one science gripe, I think. So they're trying to get through the doors. They want Rook to unlock the doors. He won't do it. So she shoots the CRT screen that is on, and the image is still there, which if it's a cathode ray tube, that's not going to happen. Like you shatter the vacuum. The electrons aren't going to hit the screen. The cathode's going to burn out. Just wouldn't work. But that's pretty minor.
That's your sinus gripe.
My sinus gripe. I'm all
Maybe it's
stuffed up.
e-ink now.
It's e-ink. But and I do like that he has the line, I cannot lie about your chances, but you have my sympathies, which is what Ash says in Alien. Then we get the acid tunnel scene.
So good.
It is really good. The too long didn't watch is that Rain needs to shoot a bunch of xenomorphs to get through. Recall she can't just shoot them because the acid will leak through the floor. So they disengage the gravity so that the acid blood floats around instead of going straight to the floor.
Not remembering that it's going to purge.
Yeah. I would say first, it's a little bit much for me to accept, but it's really cool. So
It looks
it's totally
so
fine.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the added like ticking clock of the gravity purge is a nice touch too. You really, they can't really take their time with it. And then I guess for this and in the elevator scene when there's no gravity still, they built 2 sets, one sideways and one up and down, and they keep switching, so it's not obvious that they're on a set with gravity. So I thought that was a nice trick. Speaking of, once they get to the elevator, this is where, for me, the movie piles on a lot of bullshit after being pretty bullshit free for an hour and a half. It was smoothed out a little bit for me by the commentary, and it's not like something explained. He's just pointing out things that I overlooked. But this is when Rain and Simple Andy are climbing the elevator shaft in 0G. First and most unforgivable and unfixed for me is she should have run out of ammo 3 times already. Like they show her go down to like 1 bar of ammo and it's flashing like it's like you're almost out. And then they each use the gun a bunch of times after that. They could have just skipped showing that she was low on ammo. Problem would have been fixed. I had a little bit of an issue when the gravity comes back on and she falls and the xenomorph like gently breaks her fall. Right?
Yeah.
It catches her. But you know,
it had a really long tail.
It did have a really long tail. That's what he uses it for. But he probably wanted to cocoon her. So I'm like, okay, that I can buy. I had trouble buying that the elevator makes an airtight seal when it hits the bottom because I forgot to mention that when the gravity purge happens, all the acid eats to the floor. There's a vacuum. And it's sucking all the air down through the elevator shaft. But the elevator itself crashes at the bottom, makes an airtight seal. No problem there.
Well, it had all those alien bodies that it had run over.
Yeah, I guess. Sure.
To facilitate the seal.
Right.
But then like the acid blood would have made it even worse, right?
Yeah.
I guess. I don't know if there's enough. Well, I was going to say, don't know if there's enough acid to eat through that elevator, but it seems to eat through a lot of stuff. What was up with the electricity crackling in the hole in that alien's head? What was that about? There was nothing in the commentary about that. That was weird to me.
Isn't that the powers it got from Bjorn?
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, that actually does make sense.
Yeah. Andy riding the xenomorph to the ground kind of looks bad, I thought. And again, the gun has no ammo, but he uses it a lot to blast the xenomorph. And the last part for me, the last issue is if the rest of the movie wasn't so good, I think I would have walked out of the theater. Because Andy has the worst callback aliens line. He says, get away from her, and then stutters, you bitch.
Yeah.
Like, get to the chopper would have been less offensive to me.
See, I kind of took it as he said bitch because that's what Bjorn called him.
That is the explanation. That is the thing I overlooked. Yeah. So it softens it a little bit for me. I still don't like it though.
Yeah, that
was something I'd missed.
It was
so many times.
It was a bad line reading because there's like, he's like, get away from her, and then he shoots her. You bitch. And it's like, okay, all right.
So also in the commentary, Fede Alvarez said that they originally didn't have that line. It wasn't in the script, but it felt like you needed a line there. You needed a one-liner. And so on the day of, they're like, well, try this, right? And we're expecting to cut it. And apparently test audiences loved it.
Of course test audiences loved it. Test audiences are idiots.
They're the worst, right? The audience that I saw it with, it wasn't like a packed theater, but there was 10 or 12 people in there, and there were some audible groans at that point.
I thought you were going to say cheers.
No, nobody cheered. But he said that, he said the test audience loved it. And so he had to leave it in and that everybody loves it. I'm like, no. But the context of the bitch thing, it's slightly less offensive to me, but man, I could have done without that.
Yep.
The movie does win me back here, though, with the bang-on timer countdown matching the movie time. I've skipped over all my notes about the timer being correct. But I was like, when they first gave a countdown, I was like, oh, no. And I've been checking it all along, and it's been good. So,
well, we knew that because if the timer was off, we would have heard about it.
There you go. You know me too well. Then the space station starts skimming that asteroid belt, the ring of the planets. So cool looking.
And the shrapnel coming off of it is really, really good.
That's awesome. Yeah. How did they do that? It's so good. Rain
CGI.
And Andy find Kay. What's that?
CGI.
A lot of it is miniatures and sets and models, and there's not that much CGI. But that could have been. That is really like.
I'm thinking CGI, but it's really good.
So Rain and Andy find Kay in the Corbellin. Rick starts the autopilot, and they piece out of there just in time. Really cool footage of the station crashing into the planetary rings. Rain puts Kay to sleep in a cryopod. Rick's not dead yet because it's slowly kind of like grinding down and it hasn't got to him yet. So he says, this is where he says, in 6 months, the company will receive his message and they'll pick up the goop from Jackson Star. So 6 months, that's 180 days. I guess they found the stuff 170 days ago, so they probably haven't gotten the first messages about it. So, yeah, I guess what I complained about before, I shouldn't have. So then Rain turns off the autopilot, and Rick gets so pissed that the cum is just pumping out of his temple, and then he gets killed by crashing into the planet rings. So they're about to be off to Yavaga, but Kay's cryopod reports a problem. And this is where the movie jumped the shark for me a little bit. The first time I watch it, I think I've come around on it though. I do like it.
Really?
This thing is great. I am a defender of the alien hybrid thing in Resurrection.
Yep.
I think this thing is even better.
Oh, wow. Okay.
But
interesting. I like it.
But if they would have taken this whole part out, I would have been fine with it.
Right. Totally. Yeah, I agree. Fede Alvarez said that in the first cut, there was a flashback here of Kay injecting the goop. It didn't happen earlier on. And James Cameron had seen like an early cut, and he told him to change it. He's like, that doesn't work. So for once, I think James Cameron was right about something. But I also feel like they could have left out her, the scene where she does inject herself, because you see the injection site, and she could have just had like the empty thing in her hand or whatever, and like Kay would have put it together. Maybe the audience wouldn't have put it together. but I mean, I think it's fine the way that it is. But he mentioned that in commentary, so I thought that was an interesting thing that I'm glad they fixed. So Kay gives birth to like this acid cocoon that starts to eat through the floor, and then it opens up and there's a baby inside, which understandably makes Rain a little hesitant to destroy it. So she follows it down into the cargo bed, where it's again too rapidly, but it's grown into an 8-foot tall, scrawny Prometheus engineer with a xenomorph tail.
Oh, it's so good.
And they call it the offspring.
Gross.
It's really good, right? This is not CGI. This guy he's a 7'7" Romanian basketball player. Obviously he's got a suit on, but like he's built like that. It's all practical. So
jeez,
it's good. I like that they did that, because he's freaky looking.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Andy finds Kay and she's lactating black slime.
Yeah.
Which
unnecessary.
That's a great
unnecessary.
Great discuss. Oh, it's going to get more unnecessary because then the offspring comes to feed, and Andy's in the way, so he makes Andy not in the way, and he uses his tongue mouth to feed off of her, and that is horrifying.
Everything about the birth of this thing is horrifying. I thought it was. I really liked when they close her into the cryopod. She's normal, like 6 weeks pregnant or whatever she was. And then it's like 5 minutes later, they pull this thing open, full 9-month pregnant belly, just gives birth to this thing natural. Rain is like pulling the umbilical cord apart. It's
I forgot about that.
Visceral.
It's nasty. Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah, it's all just it's over the top. It's too much, but I love it. It's great. I missed something where for some reason the room gets super cold. I'm not sure why that was. I guess maybe
she thought it was
she had
just
the backpack. She picked up that backpack that they used to freeze the tail.
Yeah,
of
but that got
thing?
the whole place cold like that.
Yeah.
Because the guy knocked it out of her hands, and it kept on shooting and spraying all over the room.
All right. Yeah, maybe that was it. Okay.
And that was how she got away, because she ran back to try to get Andy, and the thing couldn't find her because of all of the mist from the backpack.
That was another very good shot. Was the thing coming through the fog? Oh, bleh.
So Rain manages to get into a spacesuit, and she lures the offspring back down in the cargo bay. she wants to eject it, but her plan gets foiled by the creature. And remember the acid cocoon, well, it's sitting there and it's still full of acid. So she kicks it over and it eats a big hole in the floor of the cargo bay. And so now the offspring and Rain get sucked out into space. Really, really good sound design here where all the sound is just muffled. There's like almost no sound. You can hear just some muffled noises as she falls through because there's no sound in space. She's still attached to the Corbellin by a cable, by the way. And she starts climbing back up. And then the offspring jumps on her. And I was confused at first as to how it was still there. But like I kept like rewinding and watching. And you can see it's got its tail caught in something like in like part of the jagged hole or whatever. So like when it fell through, it was just like dangling by its tail. Anyway, she scuffles with it for a bit. And I also skipped the part earlier where there's 4 levers to release the cargo bay. And she got 3 of them. And then they make a point of showing you that the 4th, the cable that she's attached to is kind of wrapped around the 4th lever. And so by fighting with the thing, I think it gives enough force to flip that last lever. The cargo bay releases and takes the creature with it. And she just kind of threads the needle through the hole. And then she climbs back aboard. And now they're off to Ivaga. Happy ending. I guess androids do go into hypersleep. They show her putting Andy into a cryopod, which I was thinking like couldn't she just power him down? But I think her idea is to fool customs, right? So maybe try to make him.
Well, she said something like "I'll fix you" because didn't he get wrecked because his whole throat got cut?
Yeah.
Oh, did it?
By the alien.
That's like her whole thing. She's always fixing stuff.
But that's it. I'm pretty sure Kay's dead, right? Like, they don't really show.
Oh, yeah. They don't really show.
No, but I would watch another alien movie by Fede Alvarez, man.
I think you're in luck though. I looked at the IMDb page. There's a Romulus 2 in
Alien Remus
that he's writing. No, yeah, it's no, yeah. Say that out loud. Yeah, no, it's a Romulus 2 apparently.
Cool. I mean, I'll be there day one. Well, probably not day one. I hate going to see movies the first day because the crowds suck. But I'll see it that first week. Unless it gets horrible. There you go. Romulus is. So that takes us to changes we'd like to have seen. I think we've mentioned this a few times before, but it feels a little long. If you could trim 10 minutes off. But again, it doesn't really it is a little long. It doesn't really feel a little long.
It is long. It doesn't feel long. I think if you were going to cut 10 minutes out, it would be those last 10 minutes. The alien baby thing is unnecessary.
But that's like a box you got to check in an alien movie. There's always one last surprise final confrontation. I would also like to cut out the 10 seconds of Andy saying, "Get away from her, you bitch."
Wait, how long was it? I don't remember.
It's like an hour,
about 2
50.
hours. Is it? Okay.
I think when I started like fast forwarding through the credits, it was like 152 or something like that.
Oh, there's no like after the credits scene.
No,
right?
But I always fast forward through the credits just to see if there is one.
Mm-hmm. I think I forgot to check.
There's not.
Okay. Anybody else have changes?
Kill what's his face
Bjorn?
First.
Bjorn, yeah.
Yeah.
He sucks.
He sucks.
You guys forgot to mention her Reebok shoes.
I didn't notice.
It like zoomed in on her shoes as Reeboks.
They do
for some reason when she's climbing stuff.
Is there a QR code you could scan to take you to the Reebok website?
They show the shoes a lot.
Huh. Yeah.
Because they show Andy's shoes a couple of times too. I wish they would have closed up on her feet when she was barefoot at the end, as much as they zoomed in on her Reeboks.
Right. And her armpit early on.
The armpit was enough. I think that was, obviously.
But I mean, you wish they zoomed in, lingered on the feet the way they lingered on the armpit.
Yes.
I don't mean to put words in your mouth. So I guess that takes us to ranking. I don't know what's wrong with people. Rotten Tomatoes, 80% with the critics, 74% with top critics. It's a better movie than that. 85% with the audience, 80% with all audience. I like this movie a lot. It borrows from the entire franchise, but it's done really well. It checks all the boxes. It's absolutely an alien movie.
I think
And
the first time I saw it, I was like, oh man, this was just an alien movie. But now, when we're going through all of these, I'm like, they're sort of all just alien movies.
Yeah,
like,
right?
They've all been just trying to be alien, except for Aliens. They've all just been trying to be alien. And I think as far as it goes, this gets as close to you could. As close to being an alien as you could. And it does take stuff from everything in the franchise. And that's not a bad thing.
I agree. Yeah. And it's done so well. I have trouble deciding where to put it. So I feel like it could be an A tier movie. Our A tier right now is Predator. So for S tier, we have Alien and then Prey. A tier is Predator. And then B tier is Alien 3, Alien Resurrection, and Aliens. So I don't know. I'm having trouble deciding where.
I am no longer. After the discussion, I am pretty solidly at 4.
For A tier?
A tier, 4 under Predator.
Okay, cool. That's actually what I was about to say is I don't see this as better than Alien 3. I mean, worse than Alien 3.
No.
It's for sure better. And that slot underneath Predator was perfect for it.
Yeah, I think I agree because as much as I like Alien 3, it's not nearly as exciting as this movie is. It's not nearly as like gross, other than just being dirty in general.
I said it at the beginning of this episode. I think the horror is spot on, and I think the action is spot on. Very rarely do I watch a movie that's 1 hour and 50 minutes long and go, all right. Usually by like an hour 30, I'm like, all right, let's get this movie over with. But it moves so well. It looks so good. The horror is spot on. The action is spot on. I think this is an A tier movie. The action's not as good as Predator, but yeah, I think this is 4.
I think we're in agreement. Yeah.
I think so.
All right. That makes Alien Resurrection the new number 4, and it is an A tier movie.
Alien Romulus.
Sorry, did I say nice. Alien?
You said
that makes
Resurrection.
Alien Romulus. Did I?
Yeah.
Sorry. Freudian slip.
Alien Resurrection, awesome movie.
I just did it again. That makes Alien Romulus the new number 4 A tier movie.
It is really nice coming towards the tail end of these two franchises and it actually being pretty decent.
Yeah, to go out on a high note.
Movies coming out, yeah. Because that was a slog there for a while.
It was rough. It was real rough.
And we're putting the blame for that squarely on the Predator movies.
Yep.
Somebody in the Games My Mom Discord said that they really liked the Predator, and I was like, I couldn't even engage with it because like there's nothing to like in that movie.
It's such a disparate opinion on that. Like I was like, okay,
yeah,
you like what you like.
Yeah, I mean, you're free to like this stuff. I've said it many times on this program. I like some shit. Like there is some things that are objectively bad that I like. So I guess I get it, but I can't even engage with like liking the Predator.
It was work. It was work to get through.
It was,
and
it was tough.
There are definitely movies where I can be like, this is not a good movie, but it's fine. I'll watch it. It's
Alien versus Predator Requiem.
There you go. That's actually a great example. Really good movie. But But yeah, The Predator, man, that was a slog.
Yeah.
All right. So Horror Edition Trivial Pursuit Poker will just be for fun. And we
It's
will read
always
the
just
question.
for fun, Zach.
Not just for fun,
What
though.
are we doing? This is just
That's how Requiem
fun.
got as high
This
as it
is-
did.
This is
That's
not
right.
serious.
It's so serious. What are you talking about? All right, I'm going to read.
Get away from her. You bitch.
John Carpenter was married to Adrienne Barbeau. Oh, wow. I didn't know
Spoiler
that.
alert.
I'm locked in, but it's sad.
I'm ready. Are you ready, George?
I'm ready.
It is Colby's turn to bid first, then George, then me.
I know 2 for sure. I think I know 3. Let me bid
Yeah.
3.
All right,
I was going
George.
to bid. I was going to say, if you did 2, I was actually going to bid 3 because I feel like I know 3. Are you going to go for 4, Zach?
Well, I can't tell you that until you bid or pass.
I mean, I only feel comfortable with 3, so I'm going to pass.
I definitely know 3. I have a guess on a 4th.
Go for 4.
Well, we're gonna find out pretty quick if I get it or not. I guess I'll go 4. I'll go 4. All right. So let me send you. Who wants the answers? I'll send them to George because I can just text it, and that's easy.
Yeah.
Holy shit! I have 12
I'll
messages.
give
from
you
who?
my phone number, Zach. It's 484.
You don't want to do that.
It's 484.
Is it really?
650-2862. That is my real phone number.
Wait, then who?
And put it in
All
the
right,
podcast.
I'll bleep that out.
And who have I been calling at 867-5309?
Jenny.
All right. So the answers. I'll send you the answers, Colby.
Okay.
Did you get my
Sorry,
text?
I was here waiting for your text, Zach, but I
Sorry.
guess you're
know, I
sending
was
it to
busy
Colby.
typing Colby's phone number. And now that I got it, I'm never going to stop texting.
See, I told you it was my real phone number.
Well, I don't know. I could be texting some rando.
Which would have also been funny.
Yep. Why are you sending me trivia answers? What are the questions? Okay. So I will leave that number in if you don't want me to bleep it.
I don't care. Call
All
me,
right.
Majors.
So I guess
You're gonna get 2s of phone calls.
You sent these to me upside down.
Well, that's so I can't read it easily.
director John Carpenter cast his then wife Adrienne Barbeau in what ghostly seaside film?
I believe that is The Fog. If it's not, I don't know what else it could be.
That was my guess as
It
well.
was The Fog.
Sweet. What rock icon played an aging vampire hybrid in The Hunger?
This is my guess one. Is it Iggy Pop?
Oh, no. Zach. No, it's David
not.
I didn't know this
Bowie.
one.
Come on.
Oh shit! Yeah, I've never seen that movie, but I know what you're talking about.
Oh, that was
God damn it.
was like my number 1 for sure one. Well, no, my number 2
Oh.
for sure one.
Aging made me think of Iggy Pop.
Iggy Pop's a decent actor.
Yeah, but he looks old.
Yeah.
because he's always
always
he's
looked
got no
old.
body fat.
He looked
Yeah.
old in the 70s.
That's what threw me off. Damn it.
Hmm.
Okay. Well,
All right.
I'm not going to win.
Better known for his fitness videos, which 1980s bodybuilder portrayed the maniac in Home Sweet Home?
I don't know this one, and I was trying to come up with a joke answer, and I can't remember the guy's name.
You-
Lou
the
Ferrigno?
sweating to the oldies guy,
Oh.
Richard
Richard Simmons.
Richard Pryor?
Simmons. That's
Simmons?
it.
Richard
Simmons,
Pryor.
Pryor, wrong Richard.
No,
Yeah.
it's
I don't know.
it's the Body by Jake guy. Jake
Oh.
Steffenfield.
Huh.
Does it say the Body by Jake guy?
Yeah.
Or
Who
okay, so that would have worked.
Yeah, I only know him as Body by Jake guy.
who went to
I might
promote
have.
the Body by Jake line of videos.
All right. I might have come up with that given enough time, but probably not. That was not one that I thought I knew, obviously.
All right. Who played the former child star Baby Jane in Whatever Happened to Baby Jane?
So the movie was 1962, so she had to be a baby. The fuck was born in 62? I know it's somebody famous. I can't think of it. I will say, I don't know. I can't think of an actress right now. Bette Midler.
You are surprisingly close. Betty Davis.
Really?
Oh, wow. All right.
Well. All right. Last two. Who did Bill Murray, Dan Aykroyd, and Harold Ramey insist New Yorkers were going to call?
Ramis.
Is
Before anybody
Ramis?
emails in, of course George knows that it's Harold Ramis.
Also, it's not slow, it's sloth. I've been holding that one in.
We're going to call in the Smash 1986 comedy of the same name.
That would be the Spiritual Catchers, the Ghostbusters.
Boo. Now, cut that out. Cut that out. I don't need anybody else to hear that ever. Of course, it's the Ghostbusters.
All right.
That was
and
a
the
gimme.
last one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like these last two were gimmies.
Yeah.
Jennifer Love Hewitt and Sarah Michelle Gellar starred in what film where they were stalked by a killer using a hook?
Now, I have to assume that one of the two of them, probably Sarah Michelle Gellar, was not in the sequel. Maybe she got killed in the first one. But that would be I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Correct.
Yep.
All right. But I still am a big loser because I bid 4.
Yeah.
And only got 3. Glad it didn't matter.
You're a big loser and also a virgin.
Wait, what were the 3 that you had, Michael?
David Bowie, Ghostbusters, and I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Before we go, we do have an email from past and future guest Phoebe Stanton, the Let's Play Princess of Nerds of Broadcast fame. Check out that show. Good one. This is regarding the Predator episode. And she says, "Fuck you, Colby. Skinamarink sucked." She says, I could count it as a piece of contemporary art, but as a movie, it's an overblown piece of shit. The only scene I liked is the only scene I liked, quote unquote, is the daughter talking to the parents in the bedroom. But even that is a stretch. When the toy phone scene happened, I grabbed my camera, pointed it at the TV, and screamed, "Oh my God, something happened!" And can confirm because I got that DM from her. And then she calls you a bitch ass motherfucker and says she loves you.
Why? Because I didn't like Skinamarink?
No, because you said she liked it.
Oh,
so you said I think Phoebe liked that movie.
I thought she did. I swore that she because she texted me while she was watching it.
In your defense, you would think that if she, of all people, hated that movie, she would have been more vocal about what a piece of shit movie that was. And I think she was too kind. She was too kind to it.
There is something about that movie that, like, I don't know, people like it, and I just don't get it. It's like liking The Predator.
One of the they call the on-screen live, whatever that the We Hate Movies guys do. Yeah. And Chris Cabin was talking about how much he liked Skinamarink, and he's like, and then at the whatever minute mark, it really ramps up or whatever. So like, I'm watching this thing, waiting for something to fucking happen, and nothing happens in this movie. So I can't take anything he has to say seriously anymore.
Cabin's taste in movies is questionable.
And, well, he was most recently talking about I think it was the Backrooms movie, and he kind of compared it to Skinamarink. I was like, okay, I don't need to watch the Backrooms then. Anyways, that's it for Alien Romulus. Next up will be Predator Badlands from November 7th, 2025. Colby, where else can people listen to you?
You can listen to me on Jack Billings Presents. Zach has also been on there a bunch of times. Phoebe's also been on there a bunch of times. A lot of people from Games My Mom Found have been on Jack Billings Presents. You can also hear me talk about JoJo's Bizarre Adventure with my podcast soulmate, B. Highland, on This Bizarre Adventure.
And you can also find me co-hosting Retro Game Club most of the time. And I don't know if those episodes of Conversations with Robbie Sherman on the Batman series are ever coming out. I don't know. I don't want to nag him, but now I'm just like, what's going on?
Yeah.
But anyways, love you, Robbie.
I'm supposed to be on there to talk about Cowboy Bebop, but I'm not holding my breath for even the invite.
Anyways, if you want to contact us, you can email us at absolutelythebestpodcast@gmail.com. You can join our Discord. There's a link in the show notes where we also have links to our socials and a couple ways that you could help support the show. The best thing you could do would be to leave us a review. Please help us spread the word. Tell your friends, tell some asshole, and tell your offspring. Thank you for listening, and have a great day.
Bye. Tell a bitch.
Nice.
Tell your big loser virgin friend.
Absolutely the Best Podcast is a production of Audio Johnny, a subsidiary of Corporation Johnny. Corporation Johnny. If it exists, we own it.
So I got nothing for an after show.
Oh.
That's fine.
I do want to do something that would have gotten us monetized if I would have done it during the program.
Demonetized or monetized? Nice. Oh yeah, I remember you
Yeah.
posted that.
Somebody
Reminds you of
gave
your
this
ex.
to me. It's goes on your phone.
What?
Nice.
I'm a
Are
unicorn.
you asking what that is? You don't know what that is? You've never seen one before?
But I didn't. I missed whatever it was. I didn't.
It's a cock and balls.
Oh.
It is a cock.
Maybe because I did see it before already in
And
the Discord. I knew
balls.
what it was. Yep.
That's
Life sized.
The size
To
of my
scale.
nose. It's life
Life-size.
size if you are one of my exes, whose name I will not say.
So I do want to talk about scheduling real quick. Is just Predator Badlands Sunday, 6/21 at 2 p.m., 5
Mhm.
p.m. Colby time. That's already on the schedule. And then that's it for Colby for a bit. More
Mhm.
on that eventually. And I'm going to do the Pink Floyd live in Pompeii, which George is also not doing. And then I forget what we got after that, George.
That's a wrap on Colby for a while, which is something
Not that
I'm
long,
sure
really.
a lot of people will be happy to hear.
Not
Well,
me.
you're coming back. You're coming back for the stuff, right?
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
I think after the at the end of the next episode, we should talk about it real quick, and I can use that like as a promo kind of thing for the next season.
Okay.
It doesn't have to be scripted.
Spider-Man
I'm
is
scripting anything.
Spider-Man.
What's that?
When's Spider-Man coming out? July?
Yeah, July, and then I figure it's the end of July. It won't be on streaming for at least 3 months after that. So I don't
we
think we have to
can
worry about
do
that till like October.
Spider-Man Noir.
Oh,
I haven't
yeah.
watched it yet.
There is
I wanted to watch it on the plane. I had 2 like 6-hour plane rides. Would have been great to watch that, but you can only download the colorized version.
Oh,
And I wanted to
boo.
watch the black and white version specifically. So
Boo.
The
did you
black
watch
and
it?
white version is better.
Yeah.
I liked it. I liked it because I was expecting shit. So I ended up liking
I'm
it.
excited for it. I think it looks good. So maybe I'll hate it.
Yeah, I'm excited for it too, but I have hacks that I have to watch before I watch that.
How many episodes is Spider Noir?
8.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll probably
So it's not
start
too
doing it
big.
this week.
If you like Nicolas Cage, it's definitely like him back to form.
All right. Perfect.
I do like
All right,
Nicolas
guys.
Cage. All right, I'm gonna go eat pizza
Nice.
and then
Enjoy.
I guess shower and go to fucking work.
Oh, enjoy the pizza.
Okay, I will. All right,
right,
talk to you guys
bye.
soon. Bye.
Can't do that. Oh, okay. Pride glasses. I'll allow it.
I don't.
Very
This
good.
is gonna come out this month, but
Unfortunately, it might come out. I can check in a minute.
I'm also having a hard time placing this one.
Yeah, I could be. I've got a wide range.
Yeah.
And I just Badlands, and I'm also having trouble with that one. I don't like it as much as this one, but it's yeah.
Yeah, because
I think I might actually need the discussion.
Yeah,
for this one.
I really like it, but I don't know if it's just like a fan service like.
I don't think so because I hate fan service.
Yeah. I don't
but
know.
it is very much by the numbers.
Yeah.
An alien movie.
Yeah, it is.
But it's done really well.
Yes. And it looks really nice. And the horror is good and the action is good. It's a little bit longer than you'd like it to be, which is standard for an alien movie.
Yep.
Like,
yeah, I pretty much had all the same notes.
Yeah.
You know. I feel like there was something I was supposed to check. Oh, when does this come out? I was like, something to do with your glasses. When does this come out? June 28th. You're
nice. Good. Okay.
Is this going to be your new thing? A different set of glasses every?
No, I have two pairs of sunglasses.
You could turn it into a thing.
I could turn it into a thing, but I'm probably not going to because I did find my glasses. Whoa, look, it's the top of George's head.
Wait, why can I not hear you guys?
You going to adjust that or?
Let me bounce out real fast.
It's his first time.
He's never podcasted before.
You would think.
I sometimes have the same problem because like we don't do a lot of like remote stuff. I use Discord and like everybody that I guest on uses some different thing. It's either Zoom or I have a couple that use
Zoom
Teams.
Is bad. Oh, that's the worst one.
It's so bad. And then like Riverside and StreamYard, and they all work like different enough to be different. Annoying.
Yeah. Are you on? You got the notes, right?
I have it open.
All right. Yeah, I see you. All right, what's he doing?
I don't know. It takes a long time to adjust a camera. Let him live.
I just saw your note in the Discord. Sometimes it's Pride Month. Sometimes you got to be running a behind. Yep.
Yeah.
There we go. Sorry about that.
You got to adjust the camera, man.
Yeah. 1 second.
I was hoping it was going to come back and it was just going to be his chin.
1 second. Where is that control?
You can't just be like, there's no physical moving the camera.
I guess I could, but
look at that. It looks like you raised your chair.
it's already at a precarious spot, so I don't want to like mess with it too much.
No, that's good. We see you now.
There.
It's like you're getting your hair cut and they're doing this thing.
Sorry.
No, that's all right.
Ooh, you're back with the shades.
Mm-hmm. It's Pride.
Pride Month shades. And we already checked, it will come out this month.
And nothing says Pride like Xfinity.
Xfinity.
I got these for free at a Pride event.
It is the month where all corporations are gay.
Yeah.
So, or queer or
pretend to be.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
definitely pretend to be. But at least they're giving us free stuff. That's all that matters.
Or are they actually even pretending this year? Or are they kind of
I didn't see many
jumping?
Yeah, I haven't seen much, to be honest. That's It
used to be like a really big thing, but I feel like the people have given up on even.
Not in this America.
They don't have to be woke anymore.
Yeah, you're allowed to be not woke.
I think that's called asleep.
Thanks, President Trump. That might be the first time I've ever said President Trump.
Yeah, it's
I
not.
I don't think I've ever called him.
No.
It still doesn't.
I've never said that.
It's bad. It's bad. It feels bad in my mouth.
Feels real bad. Not a lot of things feel bad in your mouth either.
Yuck. It's true.
Maybe McDonald's will be doing its job.
Oh, I thought you were going to say McDonald's feels bad in my mouth, which is true.
No. What? I thought you did like McDonald's.
I like McDonald's breakfast and their fries, but otherwise I can do without.
You turned me on to that steak, egg, and cheese bagel.
Hell
it's pretty good.
Really? There's a steak egg for McDonald's?
Yeah, I had no idea. And then Colby said something about it in the Games My Mom Found Discord.
Yeah.
I was like, well, I got to try that out. So I did.
Is it like a hidden thing? I don't think I've ever seen a steak.
I think I just hadn't been to McDonald's in like a decade.
Yeah.
So.
You can't. Yeah, it's a breakfast only thing. I don't know why they don't put that steak on more things. Like, I don't know why there's not a lunch and dinner thing with this like steak sandwich.
But is it legit steak? Like, is it actual steak, not like processed nodules of some?
It is a
carcass or
steak
something.
Like
it is a patty
steak like
of steakish slivers.
That sounds right. I mean, it's more like steak than I was expecting.
Yeah,
I'll put it that way.
It's very greasy.
Because like the McRib is like the McRib even made out of meat?
I don't know.
I think technically it's meat.
You can't go and get the steak like medium rare or anything. It just comes cooked all the way through, but it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I liked it.
Yeah.
And the kids like McDonald's, so I'm like, yeah, let's go for breakfast because there's actually something there that I like. So
because you usually go to what's the name of that place next to you that we get
Broken
breakfast from? No, not Broken Yolk. The other fast food joint that's open at like 7 a.m.
Oh, Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A, yeah. I was like, you guys usually go to Chick-fil-A, right?
Yeah, usually. But then I gotta donate more to Pride Month.
Yeah, stop it. Stop going to Chick-fil-A.
I gotta cancel it out.
There's a Chick-fil-A that opened up near us, and I have zero desire to go to it. Because we went enough times when we came to visit you. And I was like, no, I already know what it tastes like. It's all right.
Yeah, it's again, their breakfast stuff is better than their other food.
The rest of the stuff,
but they are run by horrible people. So every time I'm always like, oh, I gotta donate even more to some anti Chick-fil-A cause.
Yeah,
I'll put it that way.
Or you could just go to a restaurant that doesn't do it to begin with.
You know, what I should do is just cook because it's not that hard. Like the best thing they make is this. It's called the egg white grill. It's a egg, or it's a English muffin, egg white, cheese, and a grilled chicken patty, and it's fucking delicious. I can make that.
Yeah,
I could totally make that.
But In-N-Out burgers are good.
Yep,
and they have.
I prefer Habit.
Some questionable.
That's close. That's close. Oh yeah, In-N-Out's kind of shitty too, aren't they?
Yeah.
I don't think it's as bad, but I don't know. But I like habits closer, and I like it better. So, anyways, that's fast food talk. Should we start our next podcast on Alien Romulus?
Clap it in.
Man, I can't believe we're up to season 6 of Fast Food Talk. Who would have thought?
Well, it's going fast.
Yeah. People don't even know about that show.
That would explain the downloads.
Fast food, long bathroom times.
That is what we should do. We should make a podcast where we podcast from the bathroom after we eat fast food.
No video on that one, I don't think.
Oh,
no mute buttons.
Good Lord.
No mute buttons either.
No audio either. Or take a lav mic and clip it to the toilet so that we get talking and also the poop noises.
The splashing.
Yeah.
The splashing in a different channel.
My wife's gonna be like, why is all this soundproofing in the bathroom? What?
God, disgusting.
Okay. We got to get this moving.
All right.
All right. Let's clap in on 3.
On 3.
1, 2, 3. That was the weirdest count, but the best clap.
That was a really weird count. 1, 2.
It's like
3.
3, sir.